overlooking life, but that's the biggest blessing. Just engage with who you are and throw the biggest wedding. Just think of this as food for thought, you feel I'm overstepping. I got a good degree in knowledge if it's ever question. I'd rather see you shining than a diamond on a necklace.
Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Everybody Has One, the podcast about anything and everything presented by LiveOK. LiveOK is centered around promoting mental health awareness. Visit ShopLiveOK, that's ShopLiveOK.com, where the proceeds go towards making a difference. Now let's get into it. Hey, everybody, this is Thomas. Welcome back to episode 3. Like I said in previous videos and in the description, if you want to come on, do anonymous or non-anonymous guest appearances, you want to just talk, vent, talk about life, just come on and we can have a conversation. So today we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to have a non-anonymous guest. It's a tongue twister, non-anonymous guest. His name is Michael. We're just going to be talking about marriage, life, and just, things. Like I said before, this podcast is about anything and everything. And today we're going to be drinking on Brimstone Balcones. It's very spicy. Got it all poured up. So just stay tuned. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, share to your friends, leave a comment. Just, make this go into everybody's algorithm. We're famous now. So we got 76-ish views on our last video. Just keep watching that. Send it to your friends. It's a good one. And we're at 21 subscribers, 79 more, and we'll do a drawing for that $50 certificate and just keep on growing from there. I appreciate the support from everybody. Love each and every one of you. So let's get started.
You ready? Let's get it, man. All right, everybody. This is Michael. Michael, say hi to my millions of fans.
Hello, millions of fans. Jeez, I'm already nervous. There's so many of them.
I know, right? So, Michael's also we're smoking a cigar, and we're drinking the Balcones Brimstone. By without.
It's a good spice to the whiskey, for sure. Then we smoked it.
All right. So, Michael is a married man. That's why I'm bringing him on to this wonderful podcast of ours. Just make sure you look good. Yep, you're still ugly.
Thanks for the confidence.
All right, Michael. So, just we're just gonna have a conversation like we had a conversation. I've known Michael for what, 3-4 years now?
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah, coming up on 4.
It's too long.
He's used to me now. Our conversation won't be like the conversation we have with football.
All right. So just an icebreaker. Deep water or deep space?
Deep space.
Why?
I fucking hate the ocean.
It's scary down there.
Yeah, I can't even think about it.
And we've only explored what, less than 5%?
Yeah.
And apparently there's actually aliens or documented aliens in the ocean. I saw that on social media. We'll save social media for another episode because it's a long episode. But
I'll jump on that one. I'll rant. I love social media. Yeah, when I think of deep space, I think of like thinking, like thoughts. That's what I think of. I don't know why, but I know your question wasn't that. I just hate the ocean. You could ask me a bear attack or swimming in the middle of the ocean, I'd still take a bear attack.
Take a bear attack.
Yeah.
I mean, I love being on the ocean, but I can't imagine going submarines and lower. It's not for me.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
What brought you to Texas?
Work. Sales. Lived in Arizona, went to school for a few years, and realized it wasn't for me. I was in the marketing field. Got my associates and got out of there. Realized it was too much money for things I already knew.
So what are you doing now?
Still doing sales, and I just started my own development company. So I'm going to start building houses next year.
Yeah, I noticed you got the
hat,
the double D up there.
All the merch. For all you millions, let me know if you want one.
Is there you could plug? Is there a site that you want them to go to? Yet?
Not yet.
All right. Site coming soon.
Dresvig Development.
I'll put it in the comment section whenever it comes up.
Yeah, it'll be soon.
Maybe next year.
Getting all my merch ready. I'll get some of these jumpsuits with the logo on it. It's gonna look nice.
Swag. All right, so you say you're in sales. What kind of sales?
Mortgages. So I help people refinance and purchase homes. So yeah, my sales part of it comes in from calling title companies, realtors, attorneys, mostly divorce attorneys, trying to gain business from people going through a horrible situation in their life and telling them that I can help them make it better.
Okay. So, and it's mainly in the North Texas area, or do you other states? Or
No, Texas is where I mainly do business, but I also do business in Arizona. I dropped other licenses, but if I bring them back, it'll be about 19 other states.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you say you're from Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Came to Texas from Arizona.
Yeah.
You didn't mention it, but I already know North Arizona University.
Yeah. Go Lumberjacks.
Northern Arizona, or is it North Arizona?
Northern Arizona.
Northern Arizona. Yeah. All right. And have any siblings?
Siblings?
Yeah.
3. Got an older sister and older brother, and then a younger sister, so I'm the third.
Third. So you're the baby.
No, third.
No.
There's 4.
Okay, so you're
third.
right
Yes,
before the
second to the baby.
Were you a problem child?
No, I was the best child.
So you were a problem child.
I didn't get caught. Let's just say that.
Definitely a problem child.
Yeah.
Are your parents married, still together?
No, they separated when I was about 7 years old.
Was that hard for you?
I think I didn't understand it when I was younger, but I mean, I have a positive perspective of it now because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it didn't happen.
Okay. I know you didn't understand it, but were you one of those 2 Christmases kids?
No, one Christmas, and then that's where the confusion came in. I was like, "Where's Dad?" Like, stop talking about him. Okay. So yeah, just one Christmas, but my birthday is the week before Christmas, so I always got gifts from both parents to kind of one up each other. Look at my Christmas, look at my birthday gift.
I've never had a one up, but I get like one gift because our birthdays are close together. I get one gift and more gifts maybe.
Yeah,
or be like, we'll just save it to Christmas.
It got to a point where it was you get a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. Yeah. I was like, oh, what about both?
Especially when you get older.
Oh yeah, I don't get shit now. You buy it yourself.
So is mom and dad still in Michigan?
No, my dad's still in Michigan. He was in Arizona for a while after they separated and then went back to Michigan. He's still working out there. He's a contractor. And my mom has been in Arizona ever since.
Okay. So your dad's a contractor. You're going to bring him into?
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. He's finishing up some larger jobs in Michigan. And then once he's done, he's packing up everything and moving down here, selling the house and putting everything he can fit in the truck and coming to Texas.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I met his father. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he yells a lot.
I think he likes me more than him. Oh, also, my mother said hello to her Caucasian son.
Oh, tell her I said hello to
my... Say hi. She's watching.
Oh, hi to my, from your Caucasian son.
To my what?
To my mom in a different state.
All right, before we get into any deep questions. So we got where you're from, you got your siblings, you got your parents. Would you say you are happy in your life currently?
Yeah. I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm fairly happy.
You'd be happy. You wouldn't make any changes.
I mean, I wish I had more money. But
everybody wants more money.
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Pretty happy. Got beautiful dogs, great house, and my wife is my best friend, so can't really change it. And I got friends like you that are kind of dicks, but it makes the world fun.
I'm awesome. Don't lie to the people.
Yeah, sorry.
Best friend
to Thomas's mom, you raised a great son. To everybody else and the other 999,000 people watching, he's an ass.
All right. Well, since you segued already into your marriage, how long have you been married?
Just hit 1 year in October.
1 year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary. A little late.
Yeah. Sad. I hear the first year is the hardest, and it was pretty fucking easy. So
first year, well, that was one of my questions, man. You keep jumping into my questions. So has your marriage been tested, or are you prepared for your marriage to be tested?
It's a good question. It's been tested for sure. There's always going to be tests along the way. I think that's just with life in general, but with marriage especially. I think God always has his little fun to make sure that you're standing. What's the word I'm looking for? Maybe stand your ground on your vows, right?
Yeah.
Making sure that you're coming and doing the right thing. I'm gonna need that after you too.
Gotcha. So, you mentioned God. Would you consider yourself a fairly religious person?
Yeah. I don't like praying when I need something though.
Makes sense.
I think that's ridiculous. I'm one of those guys that just prays when I'm happy with what I got, and if I need something, then I just ask myself how I can do it. I'm sure that there's I don't mean any offense to the people watching that, but I mean if you pray for a chance to be brave, or you pray to be more brave. God just gives you an opportunity to be brave, right? He gives you an opportunity to be more courageous. He's not going to just give you something, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I think if I have an opportunity to do better, if I ask for it, it's gonna happen anyways, So might as well just make it happen myself.
I feel that. So back to your marriage being tested. You could blow it. Okay, pause. Back to your marriage being tested. So, I'm as guys, I'm pretty sure we've seen this. I don't know what it is with females, but whenever you're in a relationship, whenever you're not in a relationship, females don't want you.
Yeah.
They do not want you. But as soon as you get in a relationship, they just come out of the woodworks, be like, "Oh, I guess he's treating this woman so well. Maybe he'll treat me
Yeah.
as well."
Yeah.
Has that happened to you, or have you seen a increase or change since going from being just boyfriend girlfriend to being husband and wife?
I think that it's definitely changed. I think going from having no girlfriend and no girls wanting to talk to you, and then you have a girlfriend, all of a sudden, like you said, they're super interested. But when people say women love jewelry, they're not talking about them. They're talking about they see the ring on your finger and they're like, oh wow, this guy shows commitment.
This guy is faithful. Maybe he'll be unfaithful to be faithful with
yeah,
me.
Yeah, ladies, that's not the case. We don't put it on for fun. It's been tested for sure, but with my wife, she's her. Erica's incredible. She's more in the best way possible. She's more of a friend than she is a wife, and I think that's what makes the relationship work so well. I think that's how it should be for anybody.
I think that makes the best relationships always starting as friends, or just having that open communication, or just being able to talk with your significant other about anything and everything. I find that hard sometimes, because I don't know if it's a black thing or if it's a guy thing, but as soon as you open up about some emotions, then you feel like they're gonna use it against you, or you just feel weaker.
Which has been, I will say, every other relationship, even friendships too. You open up to somebody and they wait until you're drunk or under the influence of something. You're hanging out with them, and then all of a sudden they decide, oh, now's my chance. They've been shooting water the entire time I was shooting tequila just to get the questions out. But yeah, no, it's pretty unfair to say the least.
Yeah. And like you said, I did meet your wife. She is a wonderful human being. You need to clone her and just give her clones to other people.
Yeah. No, just keep them all.
So you say you're happy with your life. You have a great marriage. Hope that continues. Would you say you're okay? This is brought to you by LiveOK, mental health awareness company. So would you consider yourself okay mentally?
I mean, it depends on your definition of okay, but I don't know. I think everybody struggles with something, but I would say yeah. I'd say if it was on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'd probably sit around a 7. Okay. 7.5.
So in your times of struggling, I know you have your wife to lean on. Do you have any coping mechanisms or ways to alleviate that stress? Or
being active, running around, playing football. We played 3 days a week. If I can play 5 days a week, I would. That's
a lot.
It is. It's too much actually. But it's good because with I feel like relationships have struggles because people are dealing with something themselves, right? So if it's something they have from their past or maybe trauma, right? That's always something that people have a hard time with. And then, as men, we do struggle with being able to talk to anybody about it for what you said earlier of them potentially using it against you. And then, I think our fear is like the Tony Soprano, don't let them know your weakness, but at the end of the day, no, it's it's definitely helpful to have that outlet. And I think the outlet for me is doing anything active. And if I don't have the opportunity to do something active, I'm actually one of those crazy people that if I can just start working, keep my mind off of it, and just give myself 6 to 8 hours of not having to think about it, I'm good to go.
Do you feel that you should talk about stuff? Because I know a lot of people suppress, push it down, try to, cope by doing other things, forget about it, put it in the back, put it behind you. But do you think being able to talk about it, so if something were to happen to you yesterday that just kept festering in your mind, and you just was like, I'm just going to go play football, I'm not thinking about it, but you never know, like a week from now, it could just pop up and just, you feel it deep inside. Do you think, kind of like therapy, so this is a unprofessional therapy for those who want to come talk. You don't have to be in person. You can just do it over the phone. Do you think therapy would be an option for you, or just talking out your experiences?
I think it depends on what you're dealing with. If I'm dealing with something work related and I'm stressed out about it, going to football or running, around the neighborhood at night with headphones in is more than enough. But if it's something in the relationship or something that I feel like needs to be fixed, or something with myself that I feel like maybe I'm struggling with, that's a little bit deeper than just work, or finances. I think finances is a big deal for a lot of people. A lot of people are stressed about that, and just put it on a credit card. I'm just joking. No, make the banks more money. Don't worry about it. No, but yeah, I think depending on the level of how much it's affecting you, determine kind of which route to go. Whether you talk to somebody about it, like you or my wife or family, But yeah, I'm a firm believer in whatever's affecting you, try to take that head on. So if I have an issue it's affecting me that I have with you, I'm gonna call you and talk to you about it. Try and talk through it, right? Mainly point fingers and tell you why you're wrong. That's the best coping mechanism.
I got a nice one for you. When's the last time you cried?
I was just asked this question the other day. So the other day, my answer was like a month ago. Now my newest answer would have been last night.
What made you cry? If you don't mind talking about it, what made you cry?
I was drunk as shit. Yeah, I always cry when I'm drunk. That's the only time I ever cry. So maybe get me 4 more of these and we'll have a great interview. I'm just joking. No, I was, I don't know what it was. I was talking to my younger sister and she had brought something up from our past, and it kind of got both of us thinking about it. It was a little emotional. My dad, we mentioned him earlier. He told me the other day that he's going to have open heart surgery pretty soon.
Yes.
Yeah, he had an aneurysm beginning of the year, had surgery for that, and then just doesn't take care of his health. And you saw it when he was here. He smoked friggin' 2 packs of cigarettes in an hour. He just doesn't take care of himself. So he's kind of facing the aftermath of that. But we just talked about some things, and it made us both pretty emotional. But I'd say it was more teary-eyed. Probably wasn't crying. Okay. But as close as I got. That's the best answer.
Do you? I personally feel that after I cry, I feel like 100 times more better than what I did. Even if the cry, like the last time I cried, I'd probably say it was 6 months ago.
No way, 6 months ago?
I think it was about
That's
6
way
months
too
ago.
long. You got to cry like once a week.
Hey, I
girls like that stuff, right?
I suppress it. I push it down. I feel it coming. I just knock it down like that cop off of Clyde with a chance of meatballs. Just get back up there and just press down. But I just feel like having a cry and being able to, if somebody's with you, just being able to talk it out just makes you feel a lot better. Sometimes I feel like I should cry, but I don't know, like just can't cry out of nowhere.
Yeah, the only time, I really the last time I cried before, this conversation, where it was again just kind of more emotional than it was like crying.
Yeah.
The last time I cried was fucking, what was that movie with Mark Wahlberg and the Arthur the dog? Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a movie with a dog, so you think about why you cry if you had a dog, right? And I just thought of my dog, and I was like, oh man, that's so sad. Dogs, yeah, dogs.
Can't leave one out.
Well, the question is, which one did I leave out?
Only they will know.
I think about my one dog. Now, my other dog, Maggie, she's gonna be 3 at the end of the month, so I don't really have as much of a connection. We got her when she was 1 year old. She had already she already had her ways before she came to us. Molly, my dog, is gonna be 11. I had her since she was 6 weeks old. I taught her everything from not shitting in the house to
closing doors,
and turning on lights, or turning off lights. So, when I think of her going, it does get me pretty emotional. She helped me through quite a bit, but she's gonna get me the way I've always looked at it. I got her junior year of high school, and the way I've always looked at it was, she's going to be with me while I graduate high school. She's going to see me go through college. She's going to see me start a career. She's going to meet my wife. Mm-hmm. And I hope to God she meets my first kid. And then that's it. Sayonara. She's like, I taught you everything you need to know, and now I'm out of here. You know what to do. So it's always made me feel a certain way, for sure, because I love Maggie to death. But having that dog for almost 11 years now, that's my soul dog. That's my soul pet.
Okay, so you hopefully when she does pass, she'll be like that movie. Was it a Dog's Journey?
Yeah.
Just keep getting reincarnated.
Yeah, that'd be great. If she's a Chihuahua, though, fuck it. I'm not taking that. Yeah. Shout out to all my Chihuahua haters. Those dogs, ankle biters.
Nah,
rats.
I don't know why everybody. Pit bulls are great dogs. I don't have one. I used to have one. Pit bulls are great dogs.
The best dogs.
But I feel like a Chihuahua would attack you before a pit bull will.
Yeah, it's all about the owner. It's all about
it's definitely the owner. But I'm just saying, I've never met a nice Chihuahua.
I met one.
They're all assholes.
I just assumed it was an April Fool's joke. So I fucking laughed.
So you brought this up a little bit. So you have been married for a year, and you said hopefully, your dog will be present when your kids or a kid comes out. Do you have any plans in the future, near future, to start procreating? Give me a little nephew.
Yeah. We wife and I have been talking about it, and we're excited to hopefully get that journey started here pretty soon. So people always ask me too, you want a boy or a girl? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I would love to have a baby girl. I feel like I would just be a sucker for it. But if I had a son, being able to just fucking tackle him while he's walking in the hallway just for no reason, just for him to try to get me back, it would be fun. Only for 4 or 5 years later for him to be my size. Like, all right, dude, that's weird. Get out, pay rent.
Yeah, I've always pondered that question. I really want a boy, just so I can play football. I mean, you could play football with girls, not being sexist, but just to know roughhouse with, play, just do the things. I don't want to live through my child, but I want them to do the things that I didn't do.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Yeah. But I feel like girls change a guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think having a kid in general is going to change you. If it doesn't, you're a psychopath.
It does. I know, but I'm saying I think girls makes men appeal to more of their softer side. Because I'm the last of my mother and the first of my father, and I think my father changed for the better when my sister was born. I'm 9 years older than her, and I think I see just a little bit the treatment changes. I don't know if it's because he's older or it's because you got to play more to the feminine side of.
Yeah, but then they hit 10 or 12 years old and they're just not nice is the best way to put it. I'm not going to call you out if you're.
My sister's always been nice. My sister's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, she's the best.
I'm just saying what I heard. I have no idea. I don't have kids, but
she's the best.
My sisters were. I don't think she.
I know girls have like rebellious phases. I don't think she had one.
Well, so do
to my knowledge. So. Yeah, but girls are different.
Yeah. I heard this saying once. It's however much money you anticipate spending on your daughter for clothes and shoes is like equivalent to what you'll pay for your son in medical bills. Which I can't wait. Which would be fun. That means he's having a good time. But I think for that question of girl or boy, I think I'm just prepared for whatever God thinks I'm ready for. I think that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah, I've had a friend
until they're born. I'm like, fuck.
I had a friend have his first kids were a set of twins, boy and girl. So I think that's the best way to have it. Just have both at the same time and call it a day.
Yeah.
And so we talked about your kid. We talked about future kids. We talked about your wife. I want to go back to your wonderful person in your life. When did you know she was the one?
Well, I mentioned I got her when she was 6 weeks old, right? No, I'm just kidding. When did I know she was the one?
When did you know she was the one? But when did you just sit there and was like, I'm gonna marry this woman?
Well, I was actually in the shower when it happened, and we had met at the job that brought me out to Texas is where we met. Mm-hmm. By the way, shout out to my wife for turning me down 4 fucking times before she said yes to a date. Love you, babe. Yeah, and we have the text to show it because we both have that history all the way up, and we found it, and I was like, hey, let's hang out. Nothing. 3 days later, hey, you free? Nothing. It's like, man. But I'm glad the 5th time was a charm. I knew for sure. So we met, and then we hung out. After the day we met, we hung out every day ever since. She was going through her previous relationship. They had just broken up. Mm-hmm. I think they were together for about 7 years, so that was pretty tough on her. And then I was with somebody as well before I moved to Texas for almost 5 years, 4.5 years. So we both were kind of going through that. We were both still talking to them. After your breakup, you still kind of have those conversations. They still hit you up randomly. I miss you. You're like, you're drunk. I am too. I miss you too. Right? It's terrible. But we actually were friends for a year and a half, and then at that year and a half mark, it was July 7th. She's going to kill me if it's wrong. It's either July 7th or July 9th. It's July 9th. July 9th, we were going out to dinner. We were going to a friend of mine who, Arlo, shout out to Arlo. Love that guy. He was a recruiter, but he also makes music. He's awesome. And we went to one of his concerts, and we were hanging out. I was in the shower. We were getting ready, and I don't know what it was about her, but she said so. She came in, she opened the shower door while I was in there, and usually I'd be pissed. I'd slam it closed. I'm kidding, but no, I she opened it up, and she said something to me, and she was wearing these floral pants. They're like leggings kind of, but they're more wavy, and she was wearing that, and I want to say like a white tank top and whatever on top, but she was wearing that, and she said something to me, and I was like, man, she smiled at me, and it was something in that moment that I was like, I'm gonna marry this girl, and that was a couple of years before I was engaged, but I asked her to be my girlfriend, and ever since then, I just knew, I knew right away, and I started planning out at that moment. I started planning out when to get the ring, where I was gonna, propose to her, and as you know, we got engaged in Ireland at the cliffs, and really, it was an easy decision. It's either marry me or you got the cliffs. Good luck. But no, she.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did you say what? You slipped? Yeah. So she. Yeah. I just knew she's been my best friend ever since. I mean, like I said, we met, and when we finally hung out after the 5th attempt, again, shout out to my wife for shooting me down multiple times to love her to death. But when we finally hung out, we just connected so well. The first day we went to Torchy's Tacos. I still hate that place. I love it because we met there, but their food is terrible. Any other
Torches,
place.
if you want to sponsor me, let me know.
Not on this video. Your tacos suck. Don't have white people make tacos. I hate that. Like, what the fuck? Sorry for the language for the young listeners and your mom. Sorry. I'm sorry, my mom in a different state. But yeah, no, the bartender came up to us. We were sitting at the bar. We closed out the restaurant. We are those assholes. We close out every place we go to. For us, we're like, yeah, we closed another place out. Meanwhile, I know the cooks in the back are like, are these fuckers ever gonna leave? Yeah, no, we closed it out. The bartender came up to us the first day we met. We hit it off so well that we asked her if it was okay if we stayed. She said it was fine. Then she asked us how long we had been together. She was like, how long you guys been together? And I said, how long do you think we've been together? And she said, I don't know, a while, because you guys are, just doing your thing. And I was like, we just met today. So we kind of got her blessing. So shout out to whoever that bartender was at Torchy's Tacos in Louisville. They were, you set it off. And, if I was unhappy in my marriage, I'd say you fucked it up, but I'm not. So you're good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Happy for you. I'm glad you met your one. Do you have any advice for us single folk, or people that's debating, is she my one, or should I get married? Do you have any advice? I know you only been married for a year, so you're not an expert, but do you have any advice?
Yeah, my advice would be two things. I heard this from, I don't know where I heard it from, but I've always run by the rule of the secret to finding is to stop searching. So I feel like it's important to know yourself before you try to be someone else for someone else, right? And that was why we took a while, because after our breakups, the previous relationships, because if you get into a relationship right after a bad relationship, you start just giving yourself that idea of like, this person is what I think is going to be better than what I had. And then when they turn out not to be that, you have resentment, you start fights for no reason, right? And you're just unhappy, but you play it cool for people to watch you because you don't want people to see that. But my advice would be, don't look, right? Just be yourself and do what you got to do. And actually I told this to her brother 2 weeks ago, because he recently got out of a pretty long relationship, and I told him kind of the same thing. But one thing I've always lived by as well is, like, regardless of who's in my life, I'm going to have my plan for my life. My plan was always to, I had plans for when I wanted to buy a house. If Erica was or wasn't there, that still would have happened, right? I had plans for wanting to find success in a certain field. That was going to happen regardless of who was in my life at that time. So I think that's important too, because I think too many of us try to create new goals when we meet different people based off what their goals are. And then the only other thing is, I don't know, man. I think just find a friend. Find someone that you can talk to about anything. I mean, this girl and I, if I told you guys what we talked about, we'd never hang out again. You'd be like, that's weird as shit. You'd move. I would change. I would move. You know. But we have conversations about everything and anything. I mean, we could talk about this wood deck, and we could talk about 15 different wood decks we've ever seen in our life, and who had them, and why they had them, and what we liked and what we didn't like. But that's what you do, you know, with a friend. You know, we talk about whiskey. We were just talking about it inside. We talk about cigars. It's, you know, it's easy to talk to a friend. So my advice would be find a friend. Don't marry your best friend. That's bullshit. You know, I tell my wife all the time. She's like, "You're my best friend." No, I'm not. You know, no, I'm your friend. You know,
I'm your best friend.
Yeah, I'm your husband. You know, so I don't believe in that. I believe marry your friend. You know, because I have a best friend, and one of my best friends is a female. I love her to death. I would never marry her. It's nothing against her, but she'll always be a better friend than I think in my heart and my mind that she would be anything more than that, right? So keep your best friends, and then just, you know, try to fall in place where God wants you to fall. You know, and that's what happened with Erica and I. Fucking Torchy's Tacos. Also, I want to add that when I met her that night, I was waiting at the door to open the door for her because I saw her walking up, and she tripped. Cutest thing in the world. I was like, oh, she's already tripping for me.
Was it a curb, or was it a crack that was just a little too hot?
It was air.
Oh,
yeah. So
the
she kind
invisible
of
line.
just, yeah. She's blonde. I love her. You know, she's a smoke show, but she's also very smart. I'm not saying she's dumb, you know, but she's a klutz, and I love it about her. She's my dork. She's my girl. So yeah, and I knew right there. I was like, oh, you know, she's gonna come up. Are you Michael? You know. She was cool. I always make fun of her for that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, she's cool, and you like her.
Yeah, she's
everybody
awesome.
likes her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That's what I hate about her sometimes. You know, people are like, "You coming to this event?" I'm like, "Yeah." You bringing your wife? I'm like, "Do I need to?" You know, it's for work. Why does she need to come? But yeah, people love her, man.
Right. If anybody watching ever meets her, you'll understand. She's awesome. All right. So we covered a lot of topics. Winding it down a little bit, and kind of a big-ish topic. Do you have any regrets in life at all? Something that you might want to change, or not necessarily a regret. You just be like, man, if I did that differently, my life would be here.
Yeah. I wish I didn't always picture myself being in sales.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I've always been good with finance. I've been always good with numbers. I love math. All right. But if I could have it the way that I wanted it to be when I initially was gung ho going into college, if I had just stuck with it, I would love to be a veterinarian. That would be my goal. That'd be my dream come true. So maybe when Erica finishes school, I might do that. But I've also loved engineering because I love math. Mm-hmm. But I just don't want to do that. I mean, we make a comfortable living doing what I do now, and I just don't see any reason to change it. Yeah. If it's not broken, don't fix it. You know, and I don't think I could work with sick animals all day. That would just be fucking terrible.
Sad,
my horse is walking weird. Yeah. Like, I don't know anything about horses. You got a dog, a small one.
You
I can pick up.
Just want to be a dog vet. That's it.
Yeah, not even cats, bro. The only cat I like is my wife's cat. That's it. Jasmine. Shout out to Jasmine. She's the coolest cat in the world. Any other cat, eat shit.
Yeah, cats are evil.
Cats are terrible. That's how I know I don't like Taylor Swift if I ever met her. She's like, I love cats. Yeah. I'm like, get a dog.
Cats are evil. I'm allergic to cats. I didn't know I was allergic to cats until I came to Texas. And I was sitting in my cousin's living room. My eyes were itching. My throat was itching. My eyes were burning as well. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And it's like, you might be allergic to cats. And I was like, maybe. Because she got 5. Or like, I think it was 5.
5
It was a lot of cats.
Do you still associate with her?
My cousin?
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, she lives like 20 minutes away.
She
lives like 20 minutes away. She's a busy woman. Asia, if you're watching this, I love you.
Oh, Asia, you're right. Asia might be watching. Asia, keep the cats, man. Don't listen to him.
Keep the cats away from me. But hey, you know where I live. I think you still live where you live.
Yeah. Hey, keep the cats. Love the cats. Yeah. But I'm definitely allergic to cats as well. But luckily, shout out to my wife's dad. My father-in-law, he's a doctor, so he gives me those shots every 3 months, right in the ass. I don't got to worry about it anymore.
Whenever I'm searching, and I'm like, oh, I can see myself with this person. Oh, she has a cat. I can't see myself with this person.
Well, just remember, I thought that too, and that's Erica for you. So you never know what you're gonna get. I would say, if you like a girl, invite her over on football Sunday. I did that with Erica, and it was back when Tom Brady was playing for the Bucs. It was at 2020.
Mm-hmm.
She came over with a pack of Modelo's and beef jerky. And I was like, fuck yeah. And meanwhile, my roommate at the time was dating this girl, and she was just bitching the whole time, you know. I don't want to watch this game. Let's go do something. I'm like, bro, it's literally a playoff game.
Yeah.
Go home, you know. Just saying.
Are they still together?
No. Lasted like a month, which I'm glad. Her coming over was terrible. She'd be like, she'd text me, I'm at the door, because he'd be sleeping or something.
Yeah.
I just ignore it. Well, you're good. And she coming through the garage somehow. How don't you get in the house? We're at a 2-story townhouse. You have to go up the stairs to get into like the living area.
It's like nobody's answering. I'm gonna find a way in.
That bitch scaled the building. I'm almost positive at some point she came in through the back door, the patio.
Jump up a couple balconies.
Yeah. No. Yeah. She. Oof. Insert offensive joke here, right? I won't say it.
Yeah.
Too many people watching.
Yeah.
I'll get you canceled.
If he talked the way he talked in like regular life, yeah, y'all wouldn't tune in.
And if you want me to talk like that, ask him to have me back and have me not talk about marriage.
Nah.
And start 4 shots deep.
All right. I think we've covered almost everything that I wanted to talk about. And maybe one day I'll get a camera that like zooms into his face and then zooms into my face. I'm not that great of an editor. We'll see when I start editing this.
You'll get it. Make a t-shirt. You got to get a t-shirt with us on there with the parental advisory sticker, like our photo,
our album cover.
I'm trying to think of an album name. I found the perfect font for it. I gotta get it on there. I don't know what it would be called. I was gonna call it Great Giving.
Maybe if you can get it up in time, maybe I'll put it as the thumbnail for
just use the one you have. That one's sweet. Such a cool photo. Shout out Austin for being in that photo. That was awesome.
Take more Polaroid pictures.
Unless you're Albanian and you get a bad angle and
then you become Yusuf.
Like, you don't want to be Yusuf. Like Yusuf, that YouTuber. He's a prick. Fuck him. I'm sorry.
Is that a person?
Yeah, you don't know him?
No.
Yusuf. He was cool. Fousey Tube.
Oh, that's it? That's him?
Yusuf,
his name is Yusuf?
He used to be really cool, and then he just fell off the deep end. He was doing a hot dog eating contest. Someone spit on him. Poor guy.
Nah, eating contests and mukbangs, I feel, are the worst thing known to man.
Yeah, but some people are into that.
It's just, it's disgusting.
If you guys want that, we won't do it.
Not me, not I, not this guy.
Well, it depends. If my wife's cooking, I'll do it all day.
I could.
Thomas, you like my wife's cooking?
Yeah, it's great.
Thomas is always mean to me, and then I remind him that my wife's cooked for him sometimes, and he's like, "Oh, never mind."
I can be mean to you and nice to her. It's okay. All right. Oh, I forgot to add to the tally. So every guest that I have, either anonymous or not. Hopefully, the people behind me, didn't get picked up on the mic. But I'm gonna add to the tally, anonymous or non-anonymous, if you are deep space or deep water, and you said deep space, correct?
Yeah.
Deep space.
Now I'm starting to change my answer now that we really started talking.
Do you want to change your answer?
Yeah.
Deep water?
Nah, fuck the ocean. I thought about it, like, well, I'll never be saved in space. What's that? There's a movie.
You'll never be saved in deep water. You'll collapse like the Titanic submersible.
You're either going to drown of starvation, which is in space. And did you know if you're spinning in space, nothing is
of starvation?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Well, then yes.
Die of starvation.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was going to say the other thing. You're either going to drown or you're going to die of starvation. Because, well, I guess unless you're oxygen tanks, you're gonna suffocate either way. Yeah. I'd rather do it in space, though. Imagine how sick that would be, looking
just
at the Earth.
Floating around. You might get to Mars.
I hope not.
Eventually.
Actually, I actually would want to
go. Or you might get picked up by an alien race and, they'll revive you and
they'll be like, we want to know all about your where you're from. And I'll just bash the whole fucking country.
I would.
Yeah.
Well, Earth in general, or just the country, because the country is bad.
No, the country's great. It's the greatest country in the world, man. I'm convinced. Well, the other countries, other than a few that I've been to, okay, never mind. I'll stop where I'm at. But what I will say is that if I was picked up by the alien race and they decided not to take Leonardo DiCaprio instead of me, they would come to Earth and just start making jokes to people that were super offensive.
No. America is a great country. Greece is a very nice country.
Greece?
Spain is a very nice country.
I've
The
been to
Philippines
Spain.
might be my new home.
Spain smells like piss. I love Spain.
No, does it?
Yes, it does. I went
What
there.
part
I
of
just
Spain?
went there a month ago.
You went to the wrong part of Spain.
Barcelona.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Well, don't go. It's actually really great, and the cops are really cool. I was riding.
I feel like
I was riding an electric bike on the sidewalk because I saw the people riding
Yeah.
bikes on the sidewalk, and they thought it was like a motorized bike. So they pulled me over, and they were like, "You can't do that." I was like, "Oh, sorry." And they're like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "Texas." They're like, "Oh, U.S." And they just fucking drove away. If that was here, I would have been tackled off my bike. So maybe we have some things to work on.
we won't get into politics. I feel
That's
like
not politics.
yeah, it's gonna bleed into it. This is a non-political podcast. We talk about anything and everything except politics. But other than that, do you have anything that you want to say to the people?
Bring up politics. I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate Thomas for having me on. The LiveOK, get your merch. Love it. It fits great. Looks great. It looks better on me than him, but I'm not wearing it today, so I can't prove it. But no, I appreciate you having me on, and find your friends.
Find your friends. I like to plug. Remember, go to Shop LiveOK. That's ShopLiveOK.com. We got beanies. We got hoodies, sweatpants coming soon. We got long sleeve shirts coming soon. You can still get a t-shirt. You can get some shorts. I'm gonna try to do satin line beanies, so be on the lookout for those. Other than that, though, Michael, I appreciate you.
I got one more
always.
plug. I got one more plug. My companies, of course.
Go ahead.
Lender Express Mortgage. If you're looking to purchase or refi or know anybody that's looking to, I got you. And if you want to build a house or learn how to build a house, hit me up.
Go to this guy. He's awesome. Nothing but love, my guy. Erica, you're awesome. Congratulations. You have this wonderful human being.
Hey.
But that is the completion of our first guest interview. Still undecided if I'm going to go into some more topics after this, but if not, I appreciate you watching episode 3. Remember to like, share, subscribe. It is your choice. I hope that you make the choice to do the right thing. Help me, help other people. Like I said in the intro, we're at 21 subscribers. The most subscribers I've had in a while. It's free to subscribe. Get us to 100 and we'll do a $50 giveaway. Get us to 1,000, we'll do another giveaway. Unsure on the amount, but
Can I throw something in there?
go ahead.
How many you were looking for? 100?
Yes,
If you do 100, I'll increase. I'll throw another $50 in there.
100 for 100.
100 for 100.
That is awesome.
That's better than ESPN. They're doing 30 for 30.
We're doing 100 for 100.
Cheap fucks.
But as always,
Thanks for listening to the Ramblings of a Madman. If you want to come on and have a conversation, feel free to message me at the email in the bio. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm here not to influence, just offering a different perspective. Life is about choices. It would be great if you choose to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be great.
Excuse my language, I'm just feeling dangerous. Yeah, and shit ain't perfect, but ain't no complaining. I know my shit is different, I just can't explain it. Food for thought.